It's time for Growing Hope, the show determined to grow up hearts open to pursue the extraordinary. Because you are extraordinary! And now, it's your host, Kathryn Lang.
Hello there and welcome to Growing Hope. I am Kathryn Lang, Hope Smith extraordinaire, your guide through this journey of growing up the hope it takes to stand strong in this world. When this world is throwing stuff at us, and this world is always throwing stuff at us, we need the hope to light the way. Over the last several weeks, we've been focused on the choice of hope and hope in the hopeless moments, focusing on hope, the power of hope and defining hope and really getting a firm grasp on hope for the journey. Well, over the next several weeks, we're going to be focused, turning our attention to the little bits, because it's the little bits that make the difference. There is always a little bit that can be done. And it is little bit piled up on little bit that makes the big difference. You can only run your marathon one step at a time. That's a little bit of the marathon. You can only write a book one word at a time. That's a little bit. You can only read a book one word at a time. That's a little bit. So it's important to really grasp and harness the little bits to do what we need to do. So over these next 5-ish weeks, we're going to talk about different aspects of little bits, how a little bit of hope breaks through the darkness, a little bit of order breaks through the chaos, a little bit of faith holds you fast through the storms, a little bit of purpose helps your heart to soar, and how a little bit of breakthrough or a little bit of joy breaks through the discouragement. This first week of little bits is all about the hope. Let's just carry this theme of hope right into the little bits. And hope, a little bit at a time, will break through any darkness. Even if it doesn't feel like it. Even if the darkness is so heavy, you don't think anything can break through. Hope will make a way. And so you have to find your little bits of hope. So the little bit of hope is about seeds and nurturing and feeding and sharing and standing. So those are going to be covered over the next few days. 5 points of hope, little bits of hope that we're going to implement in our lives and in this journey so that we're living out the hope. The first point is about seeds of hope. Now, the seeds of hope are really about understanding what hope is in your life, what hope is for your journey. So we have to define what a seed of hope is for us because everybody has a different seed point. I am big on wordplay. I love rewriting lyrics on the fly, usually so that they sound nothing like they're supposed to, but they go along with the situation, and laughter. Laughter is a hope point for me, but not everybody has that same hope point. So we have to define what works for us and what gives us hope and not try to impose that on other people's journey. Part of this relationship and growing relationships is learning to understand other people's hope point. And that only comes from a relationship. So you're going to define your hope seed, define what works for you. You're going to look for places where that hope grows. If you are trying to get a rainbow, poplar, rainbow poplar, only grows in Florida. So if you're looking in Michigan, you're not going to find a rainbow poplar. If you're looking for your hope seeds in places where they don't occur, then you will not find your hope seeds there. If you are not a wordplay kind of person, then you're probably not going to enjoy something like Psych. It's a lot of wordplay and there's a lot of 80s references. So that show's probably not going to give you a little boost in your day. But you need to find where your hope seeds are planted. Then begin to discover ways to disperse your hope seeds. Not just for your life, but for other people that come along and need that hope for that day. So scattering your hope around comes from what you're saying and how you're acting. Your attitude and your behavior will either instill hope into people who are receiving that hope, or it will suck the hope out of people you encounter. So be alert to how you're scattering and dispersing your hope seeds. And you have to want it to receive it. I remember a skit we did with the youth one year, and one of the kids went up to to the counter, and it was the heaven counter, and the heaven receptionist turned around and got a gift off the shelf and turned to the person and said, "Here's your gift." And the person said, "I want my gift." And the receptionist is like, "Here's your gift." And the person said, "I want my gift." And they just kept asking for their gift. Well, while they were just standing there asking, the receptionist is holding it out. All they had to do was take it. The next person comes along and they ask for their gift. And again, the receptionist tries to give it to them. And then they lay down on the floor and throw their fit because the gift isn't there. But the gift was there. All they had to do was receive it. The same thing's true of hope. If you don't ever choose to receive it, you will never have hope. So you have to choose to receive it. You have to have that desire for the seeds in order for them to be planted. And finally, you have to understand the difference, and we've talked about that when we defined hope, is there's a difference between wishful thinking and true hope. Hope is concrete. It's based on the promises of God. Hope is real. Wishful thinking is just that. It's a wish on a thought, on a possibility, on a whim. It's not tangible. It's not concrete. It's got to be concrete based on the promises of God for hope to come up through it. So when you begin to understand that it's seeds of hope that makes the way, and a seed of hope grows up into a little bit of hope, then you can begin spreading your seeds, finding your seeds, defining your seeds, desiring your seeds, and then dispersing your seeds so that you are living out hope in your life, one little bit at a time. A little bit of hope will dispel the darkness every time. So be invested in your little bit of hope. Thank you so much for joining me today on Growing Hope. I am Kathryn Lang. I am so excited about connecting with you about this journey in the little bits. Join me over at snarkyrainbows.com. Let's engage in this conversation and find ways to embrace and implement your little bits for growing up your world of possibilities. You can also find me on social media, all around social media. I am Kathryn C. Lang, except for Facebook, and there I am, the Kathryn C. Lang. Until next time, remember, be blessed and be a blessing.
Thank you for joining us for Growing Hope with Kathryn Lang, where we are sharing hope, encouragement, and inspiration to do more. Visit www.kathrynlang.com to invite Kathryn to be part of your event or to share your own stories of possibility living. Until next time, remember that a seed of hope planted and nurtured will grow up into a world of possibilities.